Cherry Hill East uses the run and gun offense, and they ran Cherry Hill West into the ground 84-63 last time they met. West will be gunning for revenge here in the East Gymnasium. Cherry Hill East versus Cherry Hill West, right here on Cable 18, coming up next.
I don't know if you'll remember me, but I'll never forget you. I'm Mr. Signorelli's daughter. I didn't think about what would happen if he went into cardiac arrest. I didn't realize that at 6 a.m., a nurse would call the shots and save his life.
If you have the smarts and the guts to study biology, chemistry, anatomy, and psychology, call 1-800-962-NURSE. If caring were enough, anyone could be a nurse.
Hello and welcome to the Cherry Hill East Gymnasium, where tonight, Cable Channel 18 Cherry Hill Public Schools Television presents East-West Varsity Boys Basketball, the Crosstown Showdown, as the Cougars take on the Lions. In another edition of Boys Varsity Basketball, the Cougars come in at 6-6, 3-4 in the division. The Lions come in at 4-8 overall, 2-5 in the conference. But despite the records, this promises to be a tough matchup for both teams. I'm Mark Schenken. With me, David Smith and Drew Golan. And Drew, when you take a look at this West team, they look like they have a lot of promise despite their bad record.
Well, the Lions started off this season 3-1, dropped 7 in a row, and then they won their last game against Highland, so they're hoping to rebound from that tough 7 losses. A lot of promise at the beginning of the year, a little struggling, but I think this team's finally getting it together, and hopefully we'll see a good game tonight. David.
East won 4 of their first 5 games, and they've tapered off a little bit. Now they're 6-6 at 500, and hopefully they will get their control offense down. It's a run and gun, which means that it is a little bit hectic automatically, but if they can keep it in control, they can score a lot of points against this West defense.
Okay, we'll be back with the tip-off between the Cougars and the Lions, the Crosstown Showdown, coming up right after this.
We're here to roast the Barons of buckling up. 2 guys who've lost more limbs than a tree surgeon, Vince and Larry.
I love these guys. They remind me of my husband, always broken in a dead-end job.
By getting people to buckle up, they've saved thousands of lives. On the job, what's the first thing that goes through their heads? The steering wheel!
Vince and Larry, tell me, how do you want your coffee? Regular or decapitated?
Everybody give them a hand.
You could learn a lot from a downturn. Buckle your safety belt.
Okay, here's the starting lineups for today's game between Cherry Hill East and Cherry Hill West.
Starting lineups for the Lions.
Here's the Lions starting lineups.
Assistant coaches come from and
Chad Crovetti, starting guard for the Lions, number 10. At the other guard, Dennis Balaktas, number 12. Rick Gifflander, the Rock, number 21, forward. 32 Schooley, the other forward. And centering today's game will be 25, Scotty Baker. And here are the East lineups for today's game.
The Cherry Hill East starting squad. They're announcing John Valori now, head coach of the Cougars. Starting at guard, number 10, Dave Ritchie. At the other guard, we've got Adam Swartz. At forward, Jim Walsh. At the other forward, we've got John Patrick. And at the other forward spot, 3-4 spot for the Cougars is Dave Quinn.
And in particular, Jeffrey Zahn, a Cherry Hill West graduate.
Sit back, relax, take your mind off the Gulf War, and join us for some good old-fashioned basketball. Cherry Hill East versus Cherry Hill West.
I'm Drew Golan from Cherry Hill West, along with David Smith from Cherry Hill East.
Mark Shankin and Matt Zapp from Cherry Hill East will be joining us a little bit later. But until then, we'll be at the mic here, bringing you all the action here in the first quarter. 8 minutes of heaven, huh, Drew?
Yes, 8 minutes of first quarter heaven. Cherry Hill West looking to run 2 victories in a row. And starting in place for Greg Murray at center is number 25, Scotty Baker.
East is coming off an emotional loss in overtime. And I think they're a little bit upset. John Patrick to take the tip against Scott Baker.
And they'll re-jump the ball.
Patrick gets the tip on it. And Schwartz comes up with the ball. Dave Ritchie working it around. He goes to Walsh. Walsh back out to Ritchie. He's looking inside. He finds Patrick, who gets in a little bit of trouble on the double team.
And now Dennis Blockus has the ball, dribbles up, shoots from 3, no good, East ball.
Ritchie coming back, they're running the break. Quinn in the corner, steps on the line. West ball. That's what I mean when I say if they get a little bit over anxious with the running gun, they make sloppy plays like that.
Chad Corvetti bringing it up for the Lions. Beats the pressure from Dave Ritchie. Out to the Rocket Flanner for 3, no good.
I think Iflander's got to connect on that one if West expects to win this one. Wide open from three-point line.
And a nice play by Baker. Steals the ball in the inbounds. Corvetti, layup good. Chad Corvetti, layup good.
Both teams are going to run a lot of full court pressure, and there's a blocking foul. No, they're going to call a travel on Dave Ritchie. West ball. The pressure works again.
Corvetti inbounding the pass for West. He hits Nate Schooley. Schooley going to the net. Air balls it. Rick Iflander with a rebound, and he gets 2. Rick Iflander with 2 points. 4-0 Lions.
That's the offensive rebounding there. The three-pointer from Walsh. That's off the rim. Good play by Dave Ritchie. It's going to remain East ball. The inbound, out to Ritchie. He's motoring, looking for the shot. Pushes it in to Quinn.
On the floor.
Ritchie at the top of the key. Schwartz in the corner gets hacked. No good, the shot.
Fouls on number 25, Scotty Baker.
Schwartz is going to take his 2 shots at the charity stripe. It's 4-0 Cherry West. It's the first foul of the ball game. First against Baker. Schwartz misses on his first attempt. Adam Schwartz on the year, shooting 21% from the line, and he misses both of those.
Corvetti with the ball, up court, dribbles behind his back, puts a shot up from the foul line, no good. Rebound Corvetti, and they say Corvetti is out.
But again, an offensive rebound for Cherry Hill West. It's almost 2 minutes into this ball game, and one of the most explosive offenses in South Jersey has not put a point on the board. Jeff Diamond is checked in for Cherry Hill East. He's going to be playing in the low post position. Schwartz has a shot, but doesn't take it. He dishes off to Ritchie, who's working around looking for his shot. He goes into Quinn.
Block, Scotty Baker. Scotty Baker with a big-time block.
Scott Baker was right there to reject it on Dave Quinn.
If Lanner looking to go inside the block, this dishes back to Baker, to Crevetti. Inside to Baker, to Balaktas. Dennis hits to Denny Balaktas, 6-0 Cherry West.
West got whipped their last time they were here, and they're ready to prove. They really have to prove something here. Jeff Diamond in the lane. Gets hit by Baker. That's his second foul of the game.
And Bo Gray replaces the foul-troubled Scott Baker. Baker's playing very aggressive, had that big block.
But he's got the 2 fouls now, even with the aggressive play.
That's the 3rd miss in a row for Cherry East.
He says still, you have to put a point on the board, and 3 misses from the foul line just isn't going to cut it. Diamond connects on that one. Substitution for Cherry East. Diamond comes back out, and Patrick returns.
Baker taking the ball for the Lions. To Scully. Scully to Bo Gray. Bo Gray's first shot of the game. No good. Rebound, Rocket Flanner. He shoots the ball. And it missed. And he's ball.
West is getting the open shots. They just haven't been able to connect on. This is Jim Walsh down low, and he gets hit. Nice move inside, but this is going to be East's 3rd trip to the foul line. Jim Walsh is a 77% free throw shooter. And that one gets the roll. We start to hear a couple cheers out of the East crowd here. 6-2 is the score in favor of Cherry West, and Walsh connects on the second one.
Crevetti getting pressured by Ricci.
Dave Ritchie really putting that point guard pressure on.
Inside to Rick Gifflander, and he is fouled.
Jim Walsh had the position there defensively, but his back was turned. And Iflander just took it up right up on him.
Crevetti's inbound pass to Bo Gray, to block toss. Block toss, dribble, drive, shoots, and hits his 2nd shot of the game. Block toss, he's 2 for 2. He's got 4 points.
Rockets is smoking out there.
Lions now lead 8-3.
Walsh from the corner, bam! That's his forte. 3-pointer for Jim Walsh. .34% shooter from behind the 3-point line.
Block toss inside to the Rock Gifflander. Layup good.
Again, the big man for Cherry West just snuck under the East defense. And an easy 2 points, 10-6 West. Walsh from behind once again. Schwartz in the lane, he's got the shot off the rim.
And Crevetti gets the rebound, looking deep for Balaktas. And he's out of bounds, East ball.
The baseball pass just had a little bit too much on him, and the East is going to take over. You've got a substitution. We've got Tom Hoffman coming in the game. Dave Quinn will take a seat. Schwartz for 3, bam! They're lighting it up from behind the stripe. 9-10's the score.
Balaktas, he's get called for charging.
Patrick had the position there. His feet were set, and Balakis just went right into him.
Tell you what,
That's a charge.
Dave, we're seeing two great matchups in the backcourt today with Corvetti and Richie and Balaktas. Balaktas with a steal.
Balakis, right in there he is again.
Corvetti misses. Rebound great. A Corvetti for three, and Corvetti's no good. And here's Iflander with the ball. Off the rim. And Schooley finally puts two in for the Lions.
Two things there that West has been doing well this whole game. Well, there's a three-pointer by Swartz once again, but it's the offensive rebounding and the trap, the backcourt pressure.
Balaktas on the drive to Iflander. Iflander against two.
Who is running and gunning here? I see Cherry Hill West with the pressure. West is playing East game, but Walsh with the three, yes! He hits another one. He knows what to do from behind that line. 2 for 3 from three-point land today.
Corvetti dribbles, drives, layup, no good.
He's really got to get his shooting percentage up there. He's had a lot of pretty easy shots. Walsh baseline fake. Goes to Schwartz, another baseline fake. That's up, no good.
Rebound, Nate Scully to Corvetti.
The boards are all Cherry Hill West here tonight.
Here's Iflander driving. Holds the ball, looking inside to Bo Gray, and Bo Gray misses the layup, but he'll go to the line.
Again, the size difference is allowing the West big men to get underneath the East defense, and they're setting it up for the easy lay-ins.
Okay, Walt Clymer comes into the game for Dennis Balaktas.
I don't know if you'd agree with me here, Drew, that the West team is full of a lot of versatile athletes playing a lot of sports, while the East team is pretty much consisted of one sport, only basketball athletes. You agree with me on that one, Drew?
I guess so. The first one, Bo Gray misses the first foul shot. Okay, Bo Gray going for second shot. Lions leading 14-12.
Notice no men down low for the rebound for Cherry Hill West. They're set to play defense in this game after giving up 84 points to Cherry Hill East in their last meeting. They're really running to play defense. Walsh from the baseline three. That one's gonna
rebound. Clymer sees the open man, and Iflander layup, no good, but he's fouled.
That was a nice run by Cherry Hill West, but it all started with Patrick and Hoffman, the two big men for Cherry Hill East who were supposed to be positioned for the defensive rebounds. They both missed it. They gave West an easy breakaway.
So Ricky Iflander will try to add to his 6 points so far today. With 1:55 left to go in the first quarter, Lions leading the Cougars 14-12. Iflander's first shot is up. And it's no good. Lions have missed their last 3 foul shots.
The Cherry Hill East fans getting into this. This is some game.
And the second shot is good. Iflander's got 7 now. Lions leading 15-12. Getting a little noisy here, Dave.
Got Walsh in the corner going back to Richie. They're moving it around. Schwartz in control now. The double team, the pressure coming all over the place from West. Patrick inside, can't connect. Richie gets hit but holds on to the ball. Schwartz is controlling it deep outside. He makes a move, looks for the three. Goes all the way across to Hoffman, who had the shot, didn't put it up. And the shot gets blocked by Clymer, and he puts it back up again and gets fouled.
Wow.
Some series there.
Walt Clymer made one great defensive play, and then he fouled him next time, but great athletic ability shown there, Walt Clymer.
And if they're going to give that foul to Gray, that foul's going to be on Gray. It looked like Clymer hit him first, but they're going to call the foul on Gray.
And Dennis Balaktas comes back into the game for Walt Clymer. That was great athletic ability by Clymer. He's 4 inches smaller than the man and still got a block on him.
That was very good. Hoffman connects on the first free throw. It's 41% from the line, and the second one rolls and gets in there. 14-15, Cherry Hill West.
Balaktas brings it off the nice pick by Gray. Balaktas shoots again. No good. Rebound East. Balaktas knocks the ball out of bounds. East ball.
The West pressure does it. A perfect combination of power and speed. West really should have a better record than they do. I think they want to improve on that record today.
You got to.
That was a great pick by Gray, wasn't it?
Excellent, excellent.
Solid.
Corvetti to block this. Back to Corvetti inside to Nate Schooley. Schooley up. No good. Rebound, Bo Gray. We got a little tussle going on now. A little loud. And a lot of extra things going on here.
John Patrick involved in some extracurricular activity with Gray.
Big Bo Gray will go to the line.
East is going to call timeout. Valori wants to settle things down a little bit. Talk about getting out of hand. Well, 9 fouls. It's only the first quarter. These teams are really playing some physical basketball here. And they're running a little bit too. 15-14 is the score.
And let's enjoy the Cherry Hill West cheerleaders. They are captained by Jen D'Amelio and Kim Flipper Foley.
Pretty good. One thing that East may have to do to avoid what just happened is to block out initially for that defensive rebound. They're not blocking out at all. West is right there, and they've got so many offensive rebounds. It's innumerable right now, especially considering it's the first quarter.
So Bo Gray, who missed his previous 2 foul shots, will go to the line again.
How much does Bo weigh? We got any stats on that? How much is Bo? I want to know how much Bo weighs. Football, basketball, baseball.
Bo does it all.
What does he carry?
Bo knows everything at Cherry Hill West, tell you that much. Stars for 3 varsity sports. I think baseball is his favorite, though. Excellent pitcher and first baseman on Lions baseball.
A lot of power, too.
He helped the Lions win another state title last year.
Also, they did beat up on East a couple games, too. I think the refs are going to change the call here. It's not going to be a 2-shot foul. West will inbound from underneath the basket.
Climbers into the game for the Lions. He replaces Chad Corvetti, so Clymer will probably play some time at the point. Clymer tries inbounds, gets his pass, and shoots for 2. Clymer gets it.
You know, no hands touched that ball besides Walt Clymer. He inbounded it off on these players' legs and then shot it right up. 2 points for Walt. Schwartz puts that one up. No good.
Rebound, Ricky Flanner looking to run, and they call him for double dribble.
And Flanders not happy about that one, but he did do a good job to pull that rebound down.
44 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Lions leading Cougars 17-14.
Now this is where East has to start using their speed. West has a major height advantage in there now, and they've really got to run it on them. Quickness. And there it is right there. Patrick turnaround. He can't get the shot to go in, though. Hoffman on the rebound puts it up.
Off the Schooley's head.
Schooley couldn't control that one. Hoffman was right there to capitalize on it.
Clymer with the ball. Inside the Iflander, off his hands, and in the Schwartz's.
Schwartz with the steal. East had an opportunity to run, but they decided to slow it down. Richie in control.
5 seconds left to go in the period. 4.
Walsh open for 3 in the corner, no good.
Clymer comes down with the rebound. So after 1 period of play, Cherry Hill West Lions 17, Cherry Hill East Cougars 16. We'll be back after these messages on Cherry Hill's Public Schools Television Network, Cable 18.
The man, and dog. This man thought if he just tried hard enough, he could teach himself to read. Where do you go when you can't do it alone? He's getting help in a literacy program for adults. They got help from the United Way. All because the United Way got help from you. The United Way. It brings out the best in all of us.
Okay, about ready to start the second period of play. Leading scorer for Cherry Hill West was Ricky Iflander with 7 points, Block Toss with 4, Corvetti 2, Scully 2, and Clymer 2 to add up to 17 points.
And after one quarter of play, it's been the Jim Walsh show for Cherry Hill East. He has 8 points. Starting off, Tom Hoffman off the bench with 4, Adam Schwartz with 3. Second quarter of play getting underway. West leading 17-16. Jim Walsh, Tim Bound, right near us. And it's Dave Ritchie. He's being guarded by John Gray and now Ritchie. Top of the key. Actually, that's Clymer. Schwartz posts up Patrick, turns and fires, and he's fouled. And Patrick go to the line for 2.
Lions start off this quarter with Balaktas, Clymer, Gray, Schooley, and The Rock, Ricky Iflander.
The foul is on Balaktas. That's his second. Team foul number 5. Patrick will be at the line shooting 2. And the first one is good. Patrick's first point of the ball game, and he'll be taking another. Off the rim, no good, and West has the rebound.
Rebound, Bo Gray to Block Toss. Block Toss dribbles. Inside to Nate Schooley. Schooley going to the basket, shoots up a shot, no good.
Tom Hoffman comes down with a rebound and kicks it off to Dave Ritchie. Skip pass, and it's intercepted by Schooley, and West has the ball back. Schooley kicks it off to Clymer, and now Clymer pushes it up against the triple team, and it's stolen away by Tom Hoffman for Cherry Hill East. He sticks it off to Dave Ritchie, driving the lane, moves in, shoots, and he misses off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound taken away by Schooley.
Block Toss running to Gray. Gray to Iflander. Iflander's got 9 today.
Iflander's got 9 for the Lions so far, and that was a terrific play by West, moving the ball up the court very quickly. Now John Patrick, uncharacteristically dribbling the ball up the court by himself, skips to Dave Ritchie. He kicks it outside. Schwartz, I thought it was a travel, but he didn't. Inside, turning, firing. Hoffman is scoring, and it's a tie ball game.
Clymer dribbling for the Lions. To Block Toss, swings it over to Iflander. Iflander misses the layup, gets his own rebound, thought he got fouled, missed a shot, 19-all, East ball.
Ritchie hits Hoffman on the fly, and he goes in, and he's fouled hard. Inside by number 12, Dennis Balaktas, and it'll be Cherry Hill East going for the line for 2.
Balaktas' third foul of the game, so he's already in foul trouble.
Tom Hoffman will be at the line for 2 shots. 19-19 tie, 6:28 to go, second quarter. And Balaktas is going to take a seat with 3 fouls. Coming in will be Chad Corvetti. Tom Hoffman's been strong off the bench, 6 points already. First one's off the back of the rim, no good. Tom Hoffman hasn't shot so well from the free throw line so far this season. Came into the game shooting only 7 of 17 from the line. Second one is up and no good, and now he's 7 of 19. Tough so far for the line for Tom Hoffman.
Schooley gets that rebound, swings it over Corvetti. Now Clymer with the ball. Swings it to Gray. Gray looking inside to Iflander. Sees Schooley. Schooley over to Iflander. Iflander to Corvetti. Corvetti to Clymer. Clymer dribbles, drives, shoots. Good.
4 points for Walt Clymer for the Lions. And the Cougars come back the other way. This is Dave Ritchie holding on to the ball. He's wearing number 10 for the Cougars, who are in white. Far side, Jim Walsh puts up a long one, and it's good from 3-point range, and Cherry Hill East has the lead.
Clymer inside to Schooley. Schooley gets the ball stripped away for a moment. Bo Gray shoots a shot, and it's good.
Gray's first 2 points of the ball game put Cherry Hill West back in the lead, 23-22. The Cougars coming right back. Dave Ritchie, right side. Hoffman back outside. Adam Schwartz driving. And we have a whistle, and Schwartz took the bus. Traveling call. 5:25 to go second quarter. 23-22 Cherry Hill West. And coming in right now is Jeff Diamond, number 34 for Cherry Hill East. Looks like he replaced Tom Hoffman. Hoffman pretty strong off the bench, 6 points. And now West has the ball. This is Schooley.
Schooley to Clymer, almost gets it stolen away. Clymer throws it across court to Crovetti. Crovetti back to Clymer. Clymer to Gray, back to Clymer. Over to Iflander. Iflander drives, dishes it off to Bo Gray, who gets 2 more points. He's got 4.
Terrific pass by Iflander now as the Cougars come back the other way. They're down by 3 points. Swing pass going all the way across for Jim Walsh on the left side. Back out high to Dave Ritchie. Ritchie slows it down, 4:47 to go second quarter. Adam Schwartz. This is Walsh. Another one from distance. Missed completely. But Adam Schwartz comes up big with the rebound, kicks it back outside. John Patrick, 3-pointer. Off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound, Nate Schooley.
Schooley to Crovetti. Crovetti dribbles, passes it to Schooley, to Iflander. Schooley dribbles, drives, shoots, and he's fouled.
They call it on Jeff Diamond, and the fans here are somewhat partial to East, looking for a charge, but I don't think they're going to get it. It looked like Diamond put his body in the way, and that'll send Nate Schooley to the line for 2 shots. Score is 25-22 Lions, 4 minutes, 20 seconds to go second quarter. We're here at the Cherry Hill East Gymnasium. The 6-6 Cougars versus the 4-8 Lions.
Schooley's got 2 points so far. Hits a foul shot. He's got 3 for the day. Lions now lead 26-22. Schooley's second. It's good.
All right, the Cougars now down by 5, try to get themselves settled here. This is Dave Ritchie on the left side. Patrick now to Walsh. 3-pointer, looks a little short, it is. And the rebound comes off to Corvetti, and he starts the lines back the other way. This is Nate Schooley driving the lane, dishes off, and it's going back the other way. That's a charging call, and Schooley's not happy, as Jim Walsh and Jeff Diamond did a good job to draw that foul, and it's going to go the other way. Yeah, the foul's on Schooley. That's his first. And now the Cougars get the ball back, down by 5. Got to try to chop into that, but Dave Ritchie passes it right into the hands of Nate Schooley.
Schooley over to Iflander. Iflander looking for an open man, sees Crovetti, hits him.
The defense is coming out so high by the Cougars that Cherry Hill West can't get it inside.
Clymer to Crovetti. And they say he went over half court. And Coach Murray is incensed. He's pretty mad.
No, that's not a good that's not a good violation for the Lions to take, because East defense came out so high. The Lions kept backing up, and all of a sudden they were over the line. It's a 5-point line lead. Here's Dave Ritchie. Right side, Jim Walsh. Looks inside, turns, Jeff Diamond fires and scores, and a nice play by Jeff Diamond, and it's 27-25. Diamond has 3 in the ballgame now.
Crovetti dribbling. It's the ball tapped away from him, and here's East on a breakaway. Ritchie, he gets called with charging on Schooley, and Ritchie is pretty steamed on that call.
Well, Jeff Diamond gave a great pass to Dave Ritchie, who went into the lane, but they're going to call a charge, and it's going to go the other way. And the Lions with the lead in the ball now, 3:15 to go, second quarter. We're now joined in the booth by Matt Zapp, who was supposed to be a starting forward for the Cougars this year, but a knee injury has sidelined him, and he's going to offer some analysis here for us during the ball game.
It's good to be here with you, Mark.
And now Schooley with the ball for West, kicks it back outside to Corvetti. Corvetti turns inside the lane, but it's stolen away. Walsh, and now Schwartz comes up with the ball for Cherry Hill East. Kicks inside, Jeff Diamond looks and shoots and scores with the foul, and Jeff Diamond has a chance to tie this ball game. That was a nice play inside, Matt.
Jeff Diamond's been doing a great job inside for East. He's stepping in where guys have been hurt, and he's been doing a hell of a job rebounding and getting some points.
The foul is going to be on Iflander. That's his second. And with 2:45 to go in the second quarter, Jeff Diamond has a chance to tie this ball game. But first, looks like Cherry Hill West is going to call a timeout. Well, Matt, you've been watching this game so far. East is down by a point. They come in with a better record, but what do you think you see so far?
I'm surprised to see West playing so well. They're showing a lot more patience. I think early on this year they were a little inexperienced, a little nervous. They're showing a lot of patience in the half-court offense, making smart passes, getting high percentage shots, layups.
I think the Lions also came in looking for a little revenge after getting blown out in the East Holiday Tournament.
Walt Clymer's also a surprise. He's showing me something with the jump shot. Looks like a much more experienced player, much smarter player. Looks like he's going to be a mainstay at the starting position at West.
You know, it's obviously hurt the Cougars that they've missed your presence out on the court, but do you think they've done a good job to recover?
Yeah, as I said, Jeff Diamond stepped in to play that type of role, and he's been doing a good job. Dave Quinn's also been getting a lot more playing time at the forward position and has been doing a great job. One thing that East has survived by this year is their depth. So one player isn't necessarily going to make a team. As you see, Eric Wasserman is sitting out tonight, one of the star players. And Adam Wasserman is filling his shoes quite nicely.
Coach John Valori has to be pleased. Now you're looking at Jeff Diamond. He's at the line. He'll have one shot to try to tie this ball game. Shots up and good, and we got ourselves a tie ball game, 27-all. Jeff Diamond has 6. This is Corvetti for the Lions. And he's checked nicely by Dave Ritchie. Kicks it back outside to Schooley, and West will slow it down. Schooley on the left side, gets it back. Now Schooley looks inside, drives the lane, passes off Iflander, wide open, score.
Once again, you see the West patience taking over, getting a high percentage layup. Iflander being at the end of those plays, making all the layups, been doing a nice job.
They've been doing it all day.
Now Patrick off the rebound, comes in and shoots and scores, and he ties up the ball game once again. John Patrick has 3.
Patrick's a leader. A leaper. He could contribute a lot if he could get some of those shots down.
Now Schooley stops inside the paint, looks for a 10-footer, but he misses it. Patrick gets the rebound and kicks it off to Ritchie with 1:50 to go in the half. Ritchie kicks inside, looks for Jeff Diamond, but he puts it back outside to Adam Schwartz. Schwartz defends nicely, but he puts it back outside to Ritchie. Now Patrick settles. Ritchie. Walsh. Back outside, Schwartz, right side, Ritchie. Jim Walsh. Looks for the shot, kicked it outside instead to Schwartz. This is Ritchie, looks for the three-pointer. Good.
You see both teams showing a lot of patience, making a lot of smart passes, waiting to get a good shot. Dave Ritchie finishing off with a three-pointer there to give East the lead, 32-29.
Now Iflander takes it to baseline left and puts it in. And Iflander now has 13 points, and East has a 1-point lead. This is Adam Schwartz. He's looking to post up Jeff Diamond, but it's stolen away by Schooley as the play was telegraphed, and West has a 2-on-1. Schooley behind the back, into the lane, turns, fires, scores. Good play by Nate Schooley. He has 6.
Schooley's showing a lot of strength underneath.
Now Patrick.
Schooley and Iflander.
Patrick goes into the lane, but there's a whistle, and Patrick will probably be going to the line.
The combination of Schooley and Iflander has really hurt East today.
One of the toughest things in a basketball game is when you see the inside guys missing layups. East has done that a lot this year, but West seems to be finishing all their layups nicely.
It looks like West has been able to break that East defense, at least for some of the time, with the passing. But now Patrick at the line misses the first one.
You see foul shots playing a big factor. East has missed a lot of foul shots in the first half. Could have given them a substantial lead by this point.
We have 46 seconds to go in the first half. West by a point, but Patrick has another, and it's good, so now we're tied.
West should be looking for one last shot to go into the half with a 2-point lead.
Patrick has 4 points in the game now, and this is Clymer being defensed nicely, but he kicks it outside to Gray. Schooley being double-teamed, almost gives it up. He kicks it back out high to Clymer with 28 seconds to go. Clymer, and we have a whistle, and it looks like they're going to get Jim Walsh for reaching in. So, Matt, what about that East defense? How come West has been able to break it for most part?
Well, it's a man-to-man defense, so when you don't make your rotations, a quick pass is going to get an easy basket every time.
The foul was on Schwartz. That's his second. Team is over the limit. Clymer will be shooting 2. What do you think John Valori has planned for this final 25 seconds?
He could wait and work for that last shot, or he might go 1-4, which is a play designed to isolate one of his guards at the top of the key. Maybe Adam Schwartz looking for a final shot in the paint.
Okay, we'll see what happens. This is Dave Ritchie now inside, 15 seconds to go in the half. Adam Schwartz, as the double team comes, he better get out of there. Gives it over to Dave Ritchie. Left side, Walsh looks for the 3, back outside to Ritchie with 5 seconds to go. Ritchie inside, Jeff Diamond turns, fires, scores, but they're going to wave it off. They're going to call traveling. And Jeff Diamond gave up 2 easy points there as he shoveled his feet. With 3 seconds to go in the half, we're tied at 33.
East worked for a good shot. They just couldn't get it down.
Now Gray, time running out, misses off the back of the rim. No good. And as you might expect in a tightly played first half, the score after 1 half of play, Cherry Hill East Cougars 33, Cherry Hill West Lions 33.
A surprising good half by the West Lions, showing a lot of patience and a lot of intelligence. Have matured greatly since the beginning of the season. They should be looking to great things in the future.
You're right, Matt. They don't look like the team that came in here 4-8. Well, it's halftime here at the DeBart Gym at Cherry Hill East. We'll be back for the second half of play. 33-33 tie. We're coming back at you.
Hey, Brian. So, listen, you want to get high? I got some great stuff. No thanks, Mike. That junk's bad news.
Smart kid. He doesn't need that stuff. Nobody does. I'm McGruff, the crime dog. Now, watch these kids.
I'm bored. Why don't we get wasted?
Why don't you get real?
I've got a better idea. Why don't you get lost?
See that? It's happening everywhere. So, if anyone ever wants to turn you on, just turn them off. It's a great way to help take a bite out of crime.
Cherry Hill West versus Cherry Hill East in boys varsity basketball. We're joined by Matt Zapp, Cherry Hill East forward, who's injured and missed. But take a look at this first half. You couldn't get a tighter score than this.
Mark, I am surprised. Expect to see East come out with their 2 presses. They call it the 1 fist or the 2 fist. They're going to come out with one of those 2 presses right away. I didn't see that much of it the first half for some reason. Mr. Valori usually likes to go to that right away. You should see some of it now.
Okay, some good insight into Cherry Hill East strategy. We'll see what Valori decides to do as we start the third quarter with Chad Corvetti inbounding for the Lions. Sends it off, and he's got Scott Baker. Patrick is on Baker, so he gives it back to Walt Clymer. That's Adam Schwartz, number 22, as the Cougars in white against the Lions in purple. This is Chad Corvetti. Inside, he's got Baker. He spins into the lane, misses, no good. The rebound kicks out to Patrick, who gives it off to Dave Ritchie. And now this is Adam Schwartz for the Cougars. And John Patrick puts up a 3, and it comes up way short. Clymer falls on the rebound, but does a good job to give it off to Scott Baker for the Lions.
John Patrick can hit that shot. He should be able to. He's going to knock it down when he starts to feel it.
This is Chad Corvetti. Now he kicks it off back to Nate Schooley for the Lions. Top of the key. He's backing in. He's backing in. Walsh is letting him back in. But now he pumps it off to the side, and that's Clymer.
You can see East defense has already turned up a notch.
Corvetti. Hand checked by Ritchie. The ball comes away, but Corvetti does a good job to get it back inside. Turning and firing is Iflander, but he misses the shot. Goes up for the rebound, but he's fouled inside by Quinn.
Ricky Iflander just doing a great job inside.
We're still tied at 33. That's East's first team foul of the second half. And Iflander, who's going to be at the line shooting 2. Rick Iflander was the high scorer of the first half. He led all scorers with 13.
Ricky Iflander playing inside with not that much height, uses his body to the best of his ability to get to the basket and make those layups.
That's 14 for Iflander. The foul was on John Patrick. That's his first. And West has the lead once again. They've had the lead almost the whole way. East has had only a few leads. Iflander's second shot is up and good. It's 35-33 Lions. Iflander has 15 now. Dave Ritchie for the Cougars. Off to the big man, John Patrick. Left side, Jim Walsh. Back outside, Dave Ritchie. Right side, Adam Schwartz, number 22, gives it off top of the side to Ritchie.
West is going to a 3-2 zone. He should definitely be able to get some some three-pointer baseline jump shots.
Quinn's shot is rejected by Baker, but the rebound comes inside Patrick, spins and fires and misses again. And after 3 shots, it's going to go the other way. And the Lions did a great job inside, not letting you score, even though the Cougars had 3 or 4 shots at it. They couldn't get the ball to fall.
The refs seem to be letting everybody play. It looks like John might have been fouled, but they're not calling it.
Now the other way, Nate Schooley kicks off Scott Baker. Great play, but it's rejected by John Patrick off the backboard. What a great block by Patrick, and now Dave Ritchie coming the other way for the Cougars. They're down by 2 points. Just over 5 minutes to play in the third quarter. Jim Walsh lets a 3, and it goes right in, and the Cougars have the lead, 36-35.
Those 3 points are off the great defense by John Patrick. He comes away with the block, and Walsh is down the court shooting a three-pointer.
Now this is Schooley coming inside the paint, backs away, puts up a 10-footer, no good. The rebound taken by Adam Schwartz.
Great pass.
Schwartz gets it inside to Quinn, who does a great job of laying it in despite the pressure. And the Cougars now have a 3-point lead.
This is what we haven't seen in the first half, Mark. East phenomenal running game. This is what's made the switch between last year's average record to this year's good record.
And the Cougars doing a good job now, coming out and putting up a 3-point lead. 5 minutes, 41 seconds to go, third quarter. And we have a timeout. Okay, with 5:41 to go third quarter, the Cougars up 38-35. Matt, you and I have both noticed that there has been a dramatic change in the pace has increased dramatically. And why do you think that is?
Well, Mark, you can't play a run and gun offense if you don't play a good defense. First half, you didn't see East dominant defense. They weren't playing hard. They weren't making the right rotations. If they're scoring baskets and you're playing slow defense, you're not going to be able to get up the court for the fast break. We've seen East turn up the defense a notch. Thus, they're getting the good open fast break points.
So defense is the best offense now as West comes back the other way, and the defense pays off. John Patrick steals. He's going in for the Cougars, and he lays it in. And the Cougars have a 5-point lead.
The defense leads to 2 points again.
Patrick now has 6 in the game, and what an interesting layup that was. Now Corvetti the other way for the Lions, dishes into the lane, puts up a shot, no good, rebound, scramble, and Schooley comes away with it, and it looked like he might have walked, but they're going to call a foul inside the paint as Schooley was hit hard to the deck.
A lot of heart by both teams. Everybody's hitting the floor going after the ball. It's what coaches love to see.
Now it looks like we've got a timeout. Yeah, the foul was on Patrick. That's his second. There isn't anybody in foul trouble right now. Adam Schwartz has 2. Patrick has 2 for the Lions. Valgadis has 2. Iflander has 2. Schooley has 2. Nothing to really be too concerned about. With 5 minutes and 9 seconds to go in the third quarter, the Cougars 40, the Lions 35.
One thing you notice right away about West's offense is they're not getting the same kind of layups they were when they were being patient. Seems like they feel a little frantic, seeing East get the quick points. They come down, try and get a quick basket themselves. It doesn't work. West is a half-court offense. They ought to slow the ball down, see if they can pound the ball inside to Iflander, Schooley to get the layups.
And that was something that was really easy to notice in the first half, was how West was patient with the ball. When they got themselves in the half-court set, they waited, made the perfect pass, and had an easy layup. And that's how Iflander scored a lot of his points. And he's leading all scorers so far. He's got 15. We're sorry we lost you for just a minute there. We had a slight technical glitch, and now Scott Baker, number 25 for the Lions, comes in with a 3-point play, and it's 40-38 Cougars now. 4 minutes, 50 seconds to go in the third quarter. Baker worked his way into the lane for the Lions while we were away, was fouled, and came up with a 3-point conversion. And now the Cougars lead is just 2 as we work back the other way. The Cougars in white moving from our right to our left. Jim Walsh, top of the key, left side, Dave Ritchie. Ritchie now driving the lane, kicks it back outside. Schwartz back outside. Ritchie turns, Patrick fires off the glass and in. And the Cougars now have a 4-point lead. John Patrick starting to kick into gear now. He's got 8 points.
Nice ball movement by Cherry Hill East.
Now this is Corvetti spinning into the lane, turns up and puts it off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound's going to be white ball. Cougars have it now. They have the lead in the ball, a 4-point lead. A little over 4 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Cougars haven't really had the lead for much of this game, but they've got it now. See if they can hold on in the second half. Defense has been the key, as you've said, Madzap. As now Dave Ritchie the other way for the Cougars, top of the key. Kicks it to the left side. This is Adam Schwartz. Jim Walsh keeps that dribble, but then stops and now looks for Ritchie and gives it to him. East is taking their time. They're being patient with the ball. Ritchie, left side to Schwartz. He's got Jim Walsh open. Swings it right side. Dave Ritchie looks for the three-pointer. Instead moves into the lane, kicks it back outside. Now Walsh looks to the eye of the three-pointer, but it's off target, a little bit short. Goes out of bounds, and it's going to be West ball.
If you'll notice, West comes off the screens very nicely. They're anticipating where the East guards are coming off the picks. East guards might want to fade out to the corners to wind up open with an open jump shot.
Walt Clymer is going to sit down for the Lions. Coming in is Dennis Balgatis. He comes into the game with 4 points and 2 fouls, and this is Balgatis now with the ball being stolen away by Adam Schwartz for the Cougars. Schwartz, left side baseline, kicks it back outside. Ritchie, and he looked inside the pass, but it was telegraphed, and now West comes back the other way. Iflander laying it in, but he was off balance, and the shot's no good. They thought it was a foul, but Patrick got the rebound, and now Ritchie, right side, Jim Walsh for the Cougars now. They have a 4-point lead, just over 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. John Patrick, three-pointer, and you said he could make it. But no, it's not a three, it's a two-pointer.
John can definitely shoot the ball from the top of the key. John's a player that plays his best when he's playing with confidence.
10 points for John Patrick, and he seems to have found the range now, and you were right. And now Iflander coming the other way. Misses, turns, fires, rebound, score, and the foul. And Iflander's got a chance to make it a three-point play.
That's a great individual effort by Ricky Iflander. He made the beautiful backdoor cut to the basket, couldn't find the shot, got his own rebound and put it back in. Has a chance now to complete a three-point play.
Iflander cuts the Cougars' lead to 4, 44-40. He's got a chance to make it 3 with this free throw.
Most important thing for West is not to rush now. They know that there's 12 minutes, 51 seconds left of the game. That's all the time they need. If they rush, they're going to find themselves with a lot of trouble.
Iflander's free throw is good, and it is a 3-point game. 18 points for Rick Iflander. And now John Patrick kicks it outside. Jim Walsh, very long shot. It was way short. And I think that might have been a little outside Walsh's range. But now coming back the other way. Corvetti loses the ball, it's stolen away. Now Dave Ritchie, he's got a 3-on-1. Cuts into the lane, shoots and scores. And Dave Ritchie on the transition does a good job to give the Cougars the fast break points.
I don't know if that previous shot was out of Jim Walsh's range. He didn't square himself and shoot the ball properly.
Now back the other way as we return to the live action. We've got a foul called and a whistle against the Cougars. They already have 4 team fouls.
Walsh can definitely hit any shot inside 23, 24 feet if he sets himself, squares his shoulders, and takes his time on his jump shot. Anybody rushing a jump shot from long range is going to find themselves throwing up air balls.
It's true that players like Patrick and Walsh don't look like the type to shoot up three-pointers, but they make them more often than not. That's Adam Schwartz's 3rd foul of the ball game. He's the only player in the game who is in any kind of significant foul trouble, but it's not something to really worry about here. Dennis Balgatis at the line. He had 1 and 1. He makes the first end of the 1 and 1. He's got 5 in the ball game.
Walt Clymer's proving to be a prolific scorer is entering back in the game. He hasn't been a factor in the second half yet. West probably hopes now that he'll do something to change the score.
Balgatis' second part of the 1 and 1 is no good. Clymer has 4 points, but he's not in yet. He's waiting at the scorer's table. Meanwhile, Cherry Hill East has the ball. Patrick swings it off to the left side to Walsh, back up high to Dave Ritchie. Ritchie's got Adam Schwartz, the skip pass back outside. Ritchie inside, good pass. Quinn moves him, making a good power strong to the lane as Quinn gets it for 2 points. It's 48-42.
East was sloppy on the perimeter, but they still wound up getting a nice shot inside. Dave Quinn, 2 points.
That was a good pass by Ritchie. Now, meanwhile, Schooley the other way flips and dips and does a great job. Nice play by Nate Schooley. And it's a 48-44 ball game. And meanwhile, the ball stolen away at the other end. The Lions are coming back the other way, but they're going to call Dave Ritchie for a foul. And West will have a 1 and 1. That was Balgatis bringing the ball up the court, and he'll be at the line shooting 1 and 1 with 1 minute and 41 seconds to go in the third quarter. And now Clymer will get into the ball game. Scott Baker is also in for the Lions. Meanwhile, this is Balgatis. He's got a 1 and 1.
West has not looked for any offensive rebounds off the foul shot yet. They've recognized East's powerful running game and have dropped everybody into the back court to hopefully stop any fast break by the East Cougars.
That's the third foul on Richie, but the second shot of the 1-on-1's no good. Scott Baker gets the rebound, shoots and misses, and John Patrick gets the rebound for the Cougars. Richie's got an easy play for Quinn, but he was going too fast and his momentum took it away, and he missed that layup. So now the Lions have the ball back. They're down by 3 points. Corvetti trying to settle things down, and he does a good job. Corvetti taking it easy now, kicks it back outside. This is Balgatis driving the lane, and the pass skips, and it's going the other way.
What was a very patient, pretty game has become very sloppy.
Yeah, we noticed that when they were coming out here at the start of the second half, the game was fast-paced and exciting. Now it's looking a little bit ragged. 48-45 Cougars. They had the lead in the ball with 1:13 to go on the home court.
West
Big
is not
crowd.
showing the same composure as they did in the first half.
Speaking of composure, West steals the ball away. Efflander's got a breakaway and a layup, and he lays it off the rim. No good, but the rebound is put in by Walt Clymer, and we've got ourselves a 1-point ball game.
Walt Clymer's a great leaper. He just got up over everybody and laid it in.
50 seconds to go in the third quarter now. John Patricks, his team is only up by 1 point. They've led by as many as 5. Schwartz back outside to Ritchie, and now he settles things down. You can see Dave Ritchie taking it easy. They've got 40 seconds.
East is looking for that final shot.
They're going to hold the ball for 35 seconds?
Looks like it. He's going to bring him out. What he calls go to work. He's going to see if he can take some time off the clock and get a last shot.
Okay, we'll see what happens. This is Schwartz. Now with 23 seconds to go, Dave Ritchie.
You can look for one of the guards penetrating and dishing it outside or dishing it inside, looking for a layup or a three-pointer.
This is Adam Schwartz now with 13 seconds to go in the third quarter. Off to Dave Ritchie, and now it looks like they really are going to play for a last shot, and West is going to let them. Schwartz now with 5 seconds to go. Looks to drive the lane, puts up a tough shot, gets it, and a foul. Great play by Adam Schwartz, and that was a tough shot to make on the run.
Adam Schwartz, very identical play in a Washington Township game, down by one point, comes down the court, hits a shot very similar to that to win the game. He has the ability to slash to the lane, pull up for the jump shot, get the 2, and get fouled.
Jeff Diamond's going to replace Jim Walsh. The foul is on Walt Clymer. That's his first. And it looks like there's been a technical foul called on the Lions as Adam Schwartz is at the line for a free shot. The technical is up and good. Schwartz has 6. He's got another shot. I'm not sure what the call was. Both shots are good. Adam Schwartz has 7. The next free throw is good.
Beautiful composure displayed by the junior, Adam Schwartz. Very impressive.
We've got a big crowd here at the Cherry Hill East Gymnasium. Cherry Hill East.
The technical and the foul seems very costly. It becomes a 5-point play.
Now the pass from Diamond inside to Schwartz goes for 2. What a trip. That was a great play by Jeff Diamond. On the inbounds pass, he found Adam Schwartz slicing into the lane, and he laid it in for 2 points. And what was a 1-point Cherry Hill East lead has now ballooned into an 8-point Cherry Hill East lead.
Looks like a very, very big turning point in the game. Adam Schwartz makes a great play. West unwisely gets a technical foul. East converts. 7-point play in all.
That's a tough break for the Lions now. The score after 3 quarters, Cherry Hill East 55, Cherry Hill West 47. And now we look to the 4th and final quarter to see what will bring. Coming into the half, we were tied at 33. But the Cougars doing a good job in taking advantage of Cherry Hill West mistakes, have a 55-47 lead. Look at the 4th quarter, though. Notice one thing. Cherry Hill East has already committed all 5 of their fouls. Cherry Hill West only 1. So the Lions are in the bonus for the rest of the game.
Another thing, we should expect to see Nate School getting the ball a lot more down the stretch. Down the stretch, when you're down by a significant number of points, you want the ball in your senior's hands. Your senior guy, can get it in the basket and get the foul. Nate School has proven that time and time again. Look for him to wind up shooting the ball.
Schooley could be the go-to guy. Also, Rick Iflander, he leads all scorers with 18. The leading scorer for East, who has a little bit more of a balanced attack, Adam Schwartz has 10. Jim Walsh leads them with 14. John Patrick has 10. Tom Hoffman off the bench with 6. Jeff Diamond inbounding for the Cougars. They are in white. And that's a very dangerous inbounds play as Ritchie is lucky to come up with it.
Jeff Diamond giving Jim Walsh a much-needed rest. Mr. Valori is hoping to bring Walsh in to do some, to play some great defense towards the end of the game.
And now we've got some wholesale substitutions for Cherry Hill West. They're bringing in John Gray, and also, it also looks like they're bringing in Scott Baker. And now East has the ball. This is Dave Ritchie, number 10, being guarded by his number 10 counterpart, Chad Corvetti. Adam Schwartz holds on to that ball. He's got all the time in the world. He's got an 8-point lead. Kicks it out right side, Dave Ritchie. Very patient, East offense. Kicks it inside. Quinn's got room. Turns and lays it up, but no good. Rebound, Jeff Diamond. And he wisely kicks it back outside to Dave Ritchie, where they can settle the offense and make a smart play.
Time is on East side.
What a costly turnover on a violation by Jeff Diamond. We've got traveling, and with 7:27 to go in the ball game.
Diamond seems to be in a rush for no apparent reason. 7 minutes left. East is up by 8 points. If they're patient, they get a good shot, they're going to win this game. There's no reason to rush and try and get to the basket before they can.
This is Dennis Balgadas, all the way down. Dishes off Scott Baker, right side. And Baker hits the baseline jumper. And it's now 55-49. Scott Baker has 5. Diamond, this is Ritchie. And we've got a foul underneath, a loose ball foul. And it looks like it's going to go against Schwartz.
Balagtas has been playing great defense. Adams showing a little bit of frustration, trying to throw him out of the way to get open for a jump shot.
Boy, the last thing East wants to do now at this point in the game is start losing their composure, because every time they commit a foul, West goes to the line for a 1-and-1. This is, looks like it's going to be Balagtas at the line. And now Jim Walsh is coming back in, and he's going to take Jeff Diamond out. And it looks like they'll probably bring Walsh in for the stretch run, I would suppose.
Walsh is definitely going to be a go-to guy if it comes down to that. Hopefully now he's just going to be used for his phenomenal defensive purposes.
Adam Schwartz has to be careful now. He has 4 fouls. Balagtas' first shot of the 1-and-1 is good. And it's now a 5-point game. Hold on your hats, folks. It was an 8-point lead. Now it's 5, and Balagtas has a chance to make it 4. He has 7 in the game. Second shot's up and good. And with just over 7 minutes to play, it's a 4-point game. Patrick had a little trouble inbounding. Looks like tough defense for West all the way up the court. Dave Ritchie. Right side, this is Jim Walsh. Kicks it inside to Quinn, back outside the Walsh. This is Dave Ritchie. Pops up a a shot, but that was ill-advised. It's blocked, he gets it back.
East gets very lucky.
They were lucky because Ritchie had no business shooting that shot that deep in the lane. Ritchie. Now he settles it down, takes it out high. This is Jim Walsh.
Unless East is on the fast break, it seems as if when they go into their half-court offense, they should spend a lot more time working for a good shot than they are currently at the time.
This is Dave Ritchie. His team is only up by 4 points, and 6.5 minutes to play in the game. This is Jim Walsh, taking his time, doing a good job, keeping the ball safe. No turnovers for Cherry Hill East now. That's just what the Lions want. This is Jim Walsh. They're trying to post up Patrick, but instead they go out to the right side to Adam Schwartz. This is Jim Walsh now. Right side, Dave Ritchie looks for that three-pointer, but instead kicks it offside to Quinn. Quinn looked for a shot, but instead kicks it back outside. You know, East can do this the whole ball game. But no, instead, Walsh puts up a shot, but goes off the back of the rim, no good. And now West has the ball back with a chance to cut the lead to 2.
You can't fault Walsh for shooting that shot. That's his shot. Usually makes it. Unfortunate this time.
Now the other way, Balagtas off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound taken by Jim Walsh, and now the Cougars can settle once again. West had the opportunity to cut it to 2, but Balagtas' shot was tough off the back of the rim. This is Dave Ritchie.
Dave Quinn using his muscle to set some good picks underneath.
Now Ritchie again. This is Jim Walsh, number 44 for the Cougars. They are in white, moving from our right to our left. With just over 5 minutes to play in the game, they lead by 4 points. Here in front of a big crowd at the Cherry Hill East Gymnasium, the Crosstown Showdown. East versus West in varsity boys basketball. Adam Schwartz with the ball for the Cougars. Dave Ritchie almost lost the handle. Now he gets double teamed, and we got a foul on Balagtas. And that should just be a regular inbounds foul because it's only the 3rd of the half for West. Now West is going to make some substitutions. Rick Iflander comes back into the game. We also have Walt Clymer coming back into the game, and Balagtas and Gray both sit down.
Balagtas is a great defensive player. He's got himself into a little bit of foul trouble. West coach looks like he wants to give him a rest, get him back in the game to play some good defense down the stretch.
Balaktis has 4 fouls. The only Cougar in any foul trouble right now is Adam Schwartz. And as the inbounds play came to Dave Ritchie, they're going to call Walt Clymer for a foul reaching in. And now West seems to be piling up the fouls. They just can't get the ball back. What West needs right now is a turnover.
East with 2 senior guards on the floor should be smart enough to know when to shoot the ball, know when to hold on to it.
Of course, Cherry Hill East missing Eric Wasserman, star guard. He's out with a foot injury for today's game, but they seem to be doing pretty well in his absence as Dave Ritchie and Adam Schwartz.
Eric's a great player, but this gives East the chance to put in another great ball handler, Adam Schwartz. So you have Dave Ritchie and Adam Schwartz out on the floor at the same time who can both handle the ball very well.
Now this is Dave Ritchie. Much content to take his time right now, and his number 10 counterpart, Chad Corvetti, trying to steal that ball. West is looking for that steal. They're looking for East to make a mistake.
Walsh uncharacteristically decides not to shoot the three-pointer in an open situation.
I could have sworn he was going to. Now Walsh looks to try to make a pass, and he gives it away. And just what Cherry Hill West needed, they got that turnover. That costly mistake as East came down the floor and failed to score.
John Patrick made an intelligent play popping out. Walsh didn't have any other guards to pass to. He went to the forward, John Patrick, and unfortunate that he was that close to the end line. The ref called it out of bounds.
So the Lions get a lucky break here. They're down by 4 points with 4:14 to go in the fourth quarter. And now let's see if they can turn this into points. Walt Clymer now with Adam Schwartz on him. Clymer across the timeline. Stops at the top of the key. You think West might go for three-pointer here, try to cut it to 1?
No, there's still plenty of time. East hasn't yet shown the capability that they can hold on to the ball for more than 3 minutes.
Okay, this is Chad Corvetti. We'll see what he does. Kicks it on the right side. Now back to Corvetti.
West should be looking to go into that same kind of play they were going into in the first half, the open layup.
Now Scott Baker, and he was wide open, and he's got the shot.
They got the high percentage 10-foot jump shot on the baseline. It's exactly what they needed.
The left slide
puts a lot of pressure on East to get a basket now.
That's right. They're only up by 2 points now. 3:30 to go in the game, and for Scott Baker, that's 7 points now as he was wide open on the left side baseline, sunk the easy 7-footer, and now the Cougars, as Dave Ritchie puts up a three-pointer, and it's off the rim, no good. And West has the ball, and they've got a chance to tie it now, with just over 3 minutes to go as Clymer hits Scott Baker. And now this place is excited because
Dave Ritchie, an ill-advised three-pointer, very surprising for the mature senior.
He was open, he had the shot, but he missed it off the rim, no good. Now Schooley for the Lions. They have a chance to tie. Now we're inside, 3 minutes to go. 55-53 Cougars. And now Schooley's taking his time.
This game extremely important for East. They're on that bubble of making the playoffs. Every win and loss counts at this point in the season.
The Lions came into the game at 4-8, but they seem to be playing well above their heads today. And they're giving East a real good run. Now this is Rick Iflander. Kicks it inside the lane, and he was looking for a man, but it's stolen away by Patriot. Gives it to Ricci, and it looked like Ricci might have walked. But no, they're going to call a foul inside the paint. And that's a good break for the Cougars, because as Iflander was making the pass inside the paint, he made a mistake, and the Cougars get the ball back the other way. And now
Dennis Balaktis enters the game, defensive specialist, hoping to create some kind of havoc with the East offense.
And now the Lions are in the penalty. That's Nate Schooley's third foul. Team 5th over the limit. And now Dave Ritchie will be shooting 1-1. The first end is good. And now is the time when East has to make those free throws. This is where the game is won or lost.
East is going to drop 2 guards back behind the half-court line, try and prevent any fast break.
Dave Ritchie's second of the 1-1 is good. He's got 7 points. Clutch free throw shooting by Dave Ritchie. He is playing like the senior guard that he is. This is Chad Corvetti. Corvetti inside has Scott Baker. He's open for the layup, no good. But West has the rebound.
Monster rebound by Nate Schooley.
And now as Schooley goes in and tries to put the rebound back into the net, he's fouled underneath by, it looks like, Quinn. And should be Schooley at the line shooting 2.
Great effort by Schooley. If East winds up with the ball, most likely the game is in their hands. They can probably wind down the clock, force West to foul. They make their foul shots, the game's over. Instead, Schooley makes a great individual effort, gets the ball back, winds up at the line, can put the game within 2.
That's Quinn's second. 57-53 Cougars, 2 minutes, 15 seconds to go, fourth quarter. Nate Schooley shooting 2, and the first one is no good. And now, maybe we see the difference between these two teams as Richie, when he is at the line shooting 2 free throws, makes them both. Schooley at the line shooting 2 free throws, misses the first end. And here's the second shot. Good. Schooley has 7 points, and it's a 3-point Cougar lead. And East will bring the ball up slowly.
Glory yelling, go to work, go to work. He wants East to hold the ball, have a guard, one at a time, pop out, get the ball, wait, control it, dribble if they have to, and make a quick pass.
Now this is Jim Walsh. He's being defensed nicely by Iflander, so he gives it off to Dave Ritchie. Corvetti's on Ritchie, so he gives it off to Jim Walsh.
Walsh reads the picks very, very well.
He's got Adam Schwartz coming out off high on the left side. Dave Ritchie being double teamed, and he's fouled, and that should be 1 and 1.
Not something East wanted. East should try and keep the ball out of the corners to prevent a trap.
Well, it's not a big deal as long as Dave Ritchie makes these free throws. Every time West takes that foul, it's a 1 and 1 situation. And as long as East makes the shots, they're going to win the game.
The only problem with that is traps often lead to turnovers. He should stay out of the corners, avoid the traps, keep the ball in the open court where they can move it before they get in any danger of turning it over.
First shot is up and good. And Dave Ritchie has done nothing but make his clutch free throws here in the fourth quarter. This big crowd at Cherry Hill East trying to whoop it up so their Cougars can come away with a win. Dave Ritchie's second shot is up and good.
Dave showing great composure on the line.
He's got 9 points, and it's a 5-point Cougar lead. And the throng of West fans here hoping their Lions can come up with a comeback with 1:30 to go in the game. This is Corvetti. Now he gives it off and comes back out high. This is Corvetti again, number 10. Left side. Spinning away, puts it inside. He's got a man, and the shot is no good by Baker, but the rebound is up, and good in the foul. And West can cut the lead to 2. As number 24 inside the lane was John Gray, and he was open. He made the layup, got the foul, and East is now only up by 3.
Patriot commits a cardinal sin down the stretch. The last thing you want to do, a man's got an open layup, foul him, take him out of the play, don't let him get the shot off, or let him get the 2. 3-point play is what's going to put West back in the game. Could tie it up.
Patrick has 4 fouls now. This is Gray at the line for that one shot. He missed it, no good, but rebound. Schooley turns in the lane, but the shot is no good.
The ref called the foul on the floor, though. He's not going to be shooting 2, 1-on-1.
Tell you something, Schooley made a terrific play to get the rebound off the missed free throw, and he went in, and it looks like, I'm not sure what they called, but the basket is no good. They waved off the basket, we know that.
They called the foul on the floor before he took the shot. He's going to go to a 1-on-1 instead of the regular 2 shots for a shooting foul.
And I think that's it for John Patrick. That's Patrick's 5th foul, and he has fouled out of this ball game, and they bring in Jeff Diamond to replace him with 1:11 to go, and this game is nowhere near over. Nate Schooley's at the line. He'll have a 1-and-1 situation. He could potentially cut the lead to 1. Both teams are in the penalty. We are in the fourth quarter. His first shot is up and good. Schooley has 8 points. And there's that senior foul shooting composure that West needs. I am Mark Schenken, with me, Matt Zapp. We've been joined by David Smith and Drew Golan. We're at the East Gymnasium. And we've got a barn burner going down the stretch. Schooley has 9. Both free throws are good. We got a 1-point ball game here, folks. Dave Ritchie now with the ball. And now we're just over a minute to go. Last minute of play in the fourth quarter now.
East wants the ball in Adam Schwartz's hands or Dave Ritchie's hands. They're 2-point guards. Both can shoot free throws well. Both will not turn the ball over.
Ritchie's being double teamed. And did he step on the line, or did he travel, or did he foul? What happened?
Once again, you see a guard get caught in the corner. It's a trap.
That's the second time we've seen Dave Ritchie get caught in a trap over there, and I think what they did was call timeout, I believe. Dave Ritchie, wisely understanding that he would have turned the ball over, decided to call the timeout instead. And now with 50 seconds to go in the game, it's the Cougars 59, the Lions 58. And what can you expect from the Cougars here now, Matt?
once again, you can expect them to what Mr. Valori calls go to work. Most likely, they're not going to be looking for a shot. They're going to leave their two inside guys. They're going to leave the two inside guys on the post, and the 3 guards are going to pop out holding the ball. West is probably going to look for some kind of scramble defense, looking to cause havoc. They're probably planning something right now to the point where they might be able to get a double team in a corner, or trying to switch off men to get a steal or a turnover of some sort.
The Cherry Hill East Gymnasium has been sight to many an exciting climax, and we're seeing one here today.
Although sloppy at times, both teams have played very well.
It's been a great game so far, but the game is nowhere near over. West had a pretty big lead at the outset, but it was tied at the half. Then East opened up a 7-point lead in the third, but it's now tied once. Then it was tied up once again. Now they have a 1-point lead. Jim Walsh inbounding, and West has the pressure defense, and Walsh barely gets it into Quinn. Does a good job to inbound without turning it over. Now Walsh once again being boxed in, but he works his way out and gives it to Dave Ritchie. Don't get into a corner.
Dave Ritchie's got to get out of the corner. There he goes. Avoid the double team.
Okay, Dave Ritchie does a good job, but Chad Corvetti playing great defense for the Lions.
Adam comes off the pick nicely to get the ball.
It's getting loud in here as the West fans whooping it up, and now they double team Jim Walsh. Do you notice how as soon as they got the ball in the Walsh's hands in the corner, both Lions came over and immediately fouled with 29 seconds to go.
You see the double team in the corner. East could very easily win this game by keeping the ball out of the corner, staying away from the free throw line, but keeping the ball in their hands and eating up the rest of the 29 seconds.
Well, now priority issue number 1 for the Cougars is to make the free throws. Jim Walsh at the line. He'll have 1 and 1 with a 1-point lead. That's the 5th foul on Dennis Balgatis, and he is out of this game. He leaves with 8 points. And it looks like they brought Walt Clymer in to replace him. Jim Walsh's first shot is up and no good. And Clymer has the rebound for the Lions, and they've got the ball.
They should look for one last shot, try and win the game by 1 with a 2-pointer, probably a layup.
Okay, now 17 seconds to go. This is Baker. Gives it back to Clymer. 10 seconds to go. Clymer, right side, puts up a shot. It's no good. East has the rebound, but Clymer has it back with 4 seconds to go. He steals.
Dave Ritchie with a great steal, goes in.
And East has won the ball game. Time has run out as
Dave Ritchie makes a great steal. Probably shouldn't have gone in for the layup. Did anyway. East wins the game 59-58. What a game.
The fans here, hundreds and hundreds of East and West fans, can't believe it. The excitement at that last moment as Walt Clymer raised up with that 10-foot baseline jumper, and it just missed off the side of the rim.
It looks like they might put 1 second back on the floor, put Dave Ritchie on the line. I think they blew the whistle for the foul with 1 second left.
It looked like Dave Ritchie got fouled on his way for an easy game-winning layup, and I think that's what they're going to do.
Is there 1 second left? Are they going to give him a foul shot or not?
Yes, they're calling the foul. They've called a foul on Walt Clymer. That's his 3rd. So now with the score 59-58 Cougars, Dave Ritchie will most likely be shooting either 2 or 1 and 1. I'm not sure.
Now all Lions fans remember 2 years ago against Camden, 3 years ago against Camden, when there was 1 second left in the game. West thought they won, and Camden inbounds the pass all the way across court and won the game. So Lions are hoping maybe what goes around comes around.
If you also remember, all West needed last time was a 2-pointer. If Ritchie makes these 2 free throws, which he will, it should put West in a situation where they have to hit a 3-pointer. I don't think they have the capability to do that right now.
You'd have to expect, you'd have to expect, guys, that the way Ritchie has been shooting free throws lately, that he's got a pretty good chance of making both of these because he's the veteran clutch free throw shooter East wants on the line.
Well, anyway, I'm going to run down quickly West's stats. Corvetti with 2, Balaktas with 8. He fouled out of the game. Iflander leads the team with 18 points. He had no points in the 4th quarter. Bo Gray has 4. Baker with 7, Schooley with 11, and Clymer with a clutch 8.
Okay, here's the situation.
With the West stats.
Okay, thank you, Drew Golan. We're joined by Matt Zapp. He is the injured forward of the Cherry Hill East Cougars, and we're glad we had him here for his expert analysis. Couldn't get insight like that from anybody else. Now Dave Ritchie, his first shot is no good. His first shot is no good, and Dave Ritchie, who came into the game as a 76% free throw shooter, misses the first end of 2. And now West is going to have to do something with 1 second left off this shot. Second shot is bricked, And West wisely calls timeout with 1 second to go.
Don't get a shot off.
Okay, that's just what West wanted to do. As Dave Ritchie missed the first one, then purposely missed the second one, but West called timeout as soon as they got the rebound, and now they'll have 1 second left. They're going to have to take a shot right off the inbound, but I'm going to ask you guys to recall something. If you recall, at the end of the first half, Jeff Diamond inbounded the ball, and he had Adam Schwartz slicing into the lane, and he made a shot in 1 second. So if West can make a play like that where they can inbound the ball and have a man shoot, slicing in, West can win this game because they're only down by 1 point.
Well, let's not forget the pivotal last few seconds of the third quarter where East ran off 7 unanswered points off a bunch of technicals and a poor foul, and then
if he shows great composure, plays good defense, West will be forced up to put up a shot, very low percentage shot. He should win this game.
Who do you think they'll go to?
West should look to either Nate Schooley or Walt Clymer, two of the kids that have outside ability as well as inside ability. Get them the ball, and they will get a shot.
I'm going to make a prediction. It's going to Crovetti. Crovetti only has 2 points today. He is their best outside shooter. Having a poor day today, but I think they're going to go to Crovetti.
And all the fans here, numbering in the very high hundreds, are standing here with their jackets on. Many of them had walked up and left, thinking that the game was over because the clock had run out. But the timekeepers and the referees correctly putting 1 second back on the clock for Dave Ritchie to shoot his free throws. He missed them both. And now West, with the ball down by a point, will have 1 second to orchestrate a play. And they're going to inbound the ball underneath. So they're going to have to make a length of the court pass, turn, shoot, and fire, and it's got to go in. And if it does, then West will have won the ball game. They come in 4-8. The Cougars 6-6, and this win would be a big one for the Cougars if they could, because as Matt said before, they are on the playoff bubble. The Hornets
East needs an 8-8 record at least at the point where they played 16 games. They are now
6-6.
They are now 6-6. And this loss could prove pivotal.
And the West Lions, after being blown out here at East, 84-63 in the Cherry Hill East tournament, have come back and played strong. There's no question. Okay, here we go.
And most of these players were freshmen when the Camden play happened.
This is Scott Baker. He's going to inbound. That's Jeff Diamond defending. Scott Baker's pass is caught. And the clock runs out before Clymer puts it up. The shot is no good. It doesn't count anyway. And East, as they had before, wins again. The final score, the Cherry Hill East Cougars 59, the Cherry Hill West Lions 58. We'll be back for some final comments right after this.
Finish it off. I got to go.
I smoked for about 30 years. I knew what it was doing to me. You know, my doctor gave me 1,000,001 reasons to quit, all perfectly sensible. But you know why I finally did it? Had to do with an upcoming birthday.
Yours.
It's never too late to quit. For free help and information, call 1-800-4CANCER.
What a finish to this Cherry Hill East West basketball game. 59-58 was the final score. Matt Zapp, any final thoughts?
I'm just impressed by both teams. I'm very impressed by West coming in, showing me something that I didn't see earlier in the season. East probably could have played a better game, still showed the composure down the stretch to pull off the win.
Thanks a lot, Matt. What a great game for Drew, Mark, and Matt. This has been Dave. You have a great night.